In blowout fashion, OKC beats Minnesota to advance to the finals. They beat them by 30, 124-94. It was over by the end of the first quarter. Minnesota literally scored 9 points in the first quarter. Obviously, there was still a chance to come back, but when you score 9 points in an elimination game on the road, you're cooked. Like, you're just absolutely cooked. There's no chance, and we saw that. I mean, even heading into halftime, OKC was up by 30. Like, they were up by 30, and the game was already over at that point. I didn't think realistically Minnesota had a chance just because of all the momentum. They clawed back a little bit in the second half, but still, they ended up losing by 30 points, and they are done for the season. They are on their way to Cancun. Minnesota just couldn't shoot last night. The defense was just, again, too aggressive for OKC, and also they were just missing a lot of open shots. And when you're missing a lot of open shots on the road, specifically three-pointers, it's just not going to go your way. And that really fed into OKC's plan again to just continue to wear Minnesota out and get that early lead. And once that team has a lead, the game is pretty much over at that point. SGA comes up big again. Another huge game from the MVP. 34 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists on 14 for 25 shooting. Again, that's what you expect out of your MVP. And he showed up big again in a closeout game. And that's all I've been looking for from all of these stars in the playoffs. And again, he just continues to move up a certain threshold for me, a certain ladder. Because again, it's a closeout game. When you play that well in a closeout game, to go to the NBA Finals, you're just going to slowly get more and more bonus points from me, because that's what a star and especially an MVP should be doing in that type of moment. Chet played well as well, like he always does. 22 points, 7 rebounds, just another efficient night for him. He was getting in there defensively as well. And Jalen Williams had a great game too. Nothing too crazy, but 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. Again, that's all you need from him. He doesn't need to give you 30, 35 every single night. But when everyone else is playing their role and he can give you a solid 20 with some extra stats in there, again, OKC is just going to win 9 out of 10 times when you get a game like that. And I had mentioned it earlier, but Caruso and Dort, again, with just fantastic defense, bringing the energy, and the shot making last night as well was big. Dort had some huge threes, and again, the two combined for 20 points. Obviously, 20 points is nothing insane, but when you're getting 34 from your MVP, 22 from Chet, pretty much 20 from Jalen Williams, an extra 20 points just from 2 other guys is pretty good, and those guys were giving it on defense as well. So again, all of these things coming together in one game, it's just so hard to beat OKC when they're clicking on all cylinders. As of my time recording this, this is right before Game 5 of the Knicks-Pacers series, so we'll still have to see who advances, and I will definitely be talking about that soon. But right now, it just seems like it's OKC's final to win. I mean, this has been the best team in the NBA all year. They're obviously very deserving of this. I mean, they almost got to 70 wins, but, it's the end of the regular season. Teams aren't playing their guys, whatever. But this team's just been extremely, extremely good all year. And I really think that if you had to select out of the, the last now 3 teams remaining, by far OKC deserves it. They've been the best team all year. They've been the most consistent team all year. They have the MVP. I mean, I could go on and on. It just looks like their finals to win moving forward. And kind of just looking into the offseason as well, we'll definitely do this more down the run. But Chet and Jalen Williams are eligible for an extension this year, or I guess this offseason. I'm excited to see what OKC does with that. I think we all know that they are going to get these guys both on new contracts. And I'm just curious to see, once those two are on those contracts, can OKC continue to maximize this window? Obviously, we will have to see if they win the finals. That's going to be very crucial in this entire thing. But let's say they do get a finals. Number one, you're already playing with house money. But number two, I just think, again, with the second apron and things now, it's going to get a little tougher. It's going to get tougher. But still, having those 3 is going to be very key for their success moving forward. And they still have all these draft picks as well, where they can maybe replenish some talent instead of having to retain some of these free agents. They can just continue to try to take stabs with these picks and try to keep these big 3 together and try to run the NBA. And again, dynasties don't really exist at this point in the NBA. I mean, Jalen Brown even might get traded from the Celtics and they won a championship last year. So we don't know, but this is by far the team that, again, they have to win a championship first. But this is the team by far that looks most poised to continue their success just because the team is so young. They have all the assets. I just don't see how they realistically don't continue to keep it up or at least be in the mix for the next 3 to 5 years. Just super happy for OKC overall. Again, this team deserves it. They've been dominant all year. And I wanted to say I'm super happy for their fans as well. That fan base has been through a lot. I mean, it's been 13 years since they've even been to the NBA Finals, and that team ended up losing to the Heat. And I know that one hurt a lot for them. I mean, that was a younger Russ, Harden, Kevin Durant. And again, they even blew the 3-1 lead in the Western Conference Finals to the Warriors just for the Warriors to lose. And then right after that, KD goes to the Warriors, and obviously everyone knows about that, pulls the biggest snake move ever in sports history. And, that killed them. And it's not that the franchise never fully recovered. They did. I mean, they had the year after they had the MVP season with Russ. But let's keep it a buck. OKC was never really a real threat in the playoffs after that. Yes, they had some fun with Paul George for a little bit with Russ, but overall, it was just never there. So I'm super happy for that fan base because they continue to show out every single night when this team plays. They're a smaller market, but hey, this is their thing. It's the Thunder, and they have one of the best NBA atmospheres overall just within the league. So again, I'm very happy for their fans. I'm excited to see them on in the finals and just kind of overall making it feel like, okay, this feels like an NBA championship game. So again, just wanted to shout out to the fans because they've been great all playoffs, and they really do deserve a ring as well if this team gets one. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys on this one. Just a brief video on OKC, just kind of giving them their flowers because they deserve it. We'll have to see how this offseason goes for Minnesota. Maybe I'll make a video on that. But yeah, just wanted to congratulate OKC. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like. If you like my type of content, feel free to subscribe. And if you have any thoughts down below, drop them in the comment section. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace, guys.